Alrighty, so on day 2, part 1. Right here, I did a spot weld on the patch, and I'm just basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here at an angle here, and pretty much the idea is that the patch itself will sink into the floor pan, and the old metal that's behind it I'll just pull out from behind the panel. I didn't want to neither try to fit a patch to fit the hole perfectly, so this is a method I've seen done and it's worked out fairly well. It's just getting the angle quite right. You're kind of cutting at a 45 degree or better. And with this thin metal, we'll see what we can get. I'm going to experiment a little bit and see what we can do. Pretty much you'll get the gist of it. A lot of it is just trial and error, and if you can use it for your own, do so. It's cutting it in and then butt welding it down. You won't see any welding per se on this video, but you might. So watch it for a couple of minutes and go from there. Okay. Power wind down on that one. Sweet. So, where are you at? Still playing? All right, the camera's still going. So, what you got there, and you may not be able to see it, but with that like that, that is flush with the floorboard that I've come up with. And what I'm going to do now, so I don't get ahead of myself and cut too much and it'll be hard on me, I'm just going to weld that in from here and here. And it's going to be interesting when I come up to this angle here. I got some smaller blades that I've used. But anyway, that's the idea, folks. And now I'm just going to weld that in. Just a couple of zingers. And we'll go from there. I think it's going to work out pretty good. I will have to make another piece for this and weld it in. But it was easier for me to do it at this section at a time, because I wanted to see how it would come out. Alright, I got to set up the welder. It's going to be a couple of minutes, so you can go away or come back. It's up to you. So I am using a flux core titanium 125 welder. It's a Harbor Freight product, or Harbor Freight sold it, I should say. It probably costs about 100, I don't know, 30 bucks with the coupon. And it is this .030 wire. It's the smallest wire I could get for it. And I think it was Vulcan wire. And I've been using it, and I've been using the wire that comes with the unit. I've had no problems with it. The welder itself, it's kind of finicky in the feeding. So you gotta kind of mess around with the feed tray a little bit. But if you're patient with it, the welder does what it's supposed to do. And so I've been very pleased. I've done all my welding with this truck, with this welder. Alright, I'm almost there. The ground clamp, let's say, ground clamp there. I just put the ground clamp on where the seat would bolt in, on one of the seat bolts. The wire settings is, I got it on A for voltage, and let's see, about at 2 for the wire speed. Alright, so let me get something for the old knees here. Get my trusty welding screwdriver here. Yep, going in pretty good. Alright, and I'll push down right here. I found that if I move off the weld a little bit away from it, the metal doesn't warp too badly. Oops. And again, I'm still learning, obviously, welding. I'm not no Picasso at welding here. I guess I'm enough to be dangerous. But I managed to get by here welding up this truck, making some nice holes. The tighter the gap, I've seen, the better the less material you use. And let me grab myself a brush here. Grab me a brush so I can get off some of this slag. Come to find that cleaning the material underneath, the better it goes. For sure. Alright, so I'm going to film a little bit more. Where was I at? There we go. Gun. And I push it down. And again, I had cut out what you saw, and then I'm just going to go right there. Go in a circle motion this time. Yeah, this floorboard is pretty dang thin here. It's going to be interesting. Makes me wonder if I should have just replaced the whole floorboard. Well, we'll find out. All I got is time. I'm just tacking back and forth to the weld itself. Seal up the hole. There you go. One guy had showed me some welding techniques, showed me you could do that. Because it's all metal. As long as you're just filling it in, right? Yeah, it makes sense to me. There's nothing that has to be pretty. Because that's what a grinder can do. The main thing is definitely porosity, right? And I said, yes. And penetration. I'm sorry, penetration. Alright. Letting it cool down. Because there ain't no rushing here. Get it? No rushing. And I'm not going to pretend to show you all how to weld. There's plenty of experts on that field. I will go entirely when I think about when I do all these videos is a technique to say, hey, a normal, average Joe or Jane out there can do what I'm doing. Heck, even if you're below average, sometimes like me. Okay? If you're just willing to get out there and try. And, yeah, I get a lot of criticism on these videos. The experts out there telling me how I can be doing this and doing that. But you know, that's okay. Because you know what? I do it for them too. Because you learn from those comments, I believe, that you read, right? Because that was my whole goal, is just to show how people provide feedback so that you can learn. And that's how I've learned a lot, is by reading. And if the comments are somewhat positive, I'll leave them. They're downright negative, of course. Nobody wants to read that negative. you can find negativity out in the world, in the news. You can just turn on the news and find all that negativity. So, but if it's a positive comment that's constructive, or even it's a downright, oh man, that hurt my heart. Well, you got to find my other heart. Then I'll leave it, because you know what? A lot of it's just good information that people leave, and that's what I like. Positive information that shows people, hey, this is how you can do it. Now this is down. Me doing this technique, yeah, it's gonna take a while, but to me that's in, for all intents and purposes. And I'm gonna go back through it, and after I grind, and who knows, I'll put some sealer on it. And when it's all said and done, it'll be better than what it was, which was a hole in the floor. Alright, so I'm gonna go back here and keep on moving. Well, cutting and butting this in. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, you saw me weld at a 45 degree. I cut it at an angle, like so. Zzz. Took my welding screwdriver and then welded in, back and forth here and there. That's what I'm going to be doing up this panel. I'll probably have several videos of doing that. So if you like to watch paint dry, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. And I'll film some of it, and some of it I probably won't. But I'll do a little bit more of this technique. Alright, a little bit long-winded on that one. And you guys can fast forward through what you don't want to see. Anyway, if I can do it, you guys can do it better. Get able.